Thousands of retirees choose to call Arizona their home every single year, and while many of them choose to live in various places around the state, the majority of this state's 55 and up communities are located in and around the city of Phoenix. When I say Phoenix, I'm actually referring to the Valley of the Sun, or the Valley for short. This includes not only Phoenix, but all of the major cities that surround it as well. I'm talking about Scottsdale, Peoria, Gilbert, Tempe, and more. With dozens of age-restricted communities throughout each of these cities, with each offering different amenities, retiring in Arizona has something to offer for everyone. So if you're looking for someplace warm with good hospitals that's also visually gorgeous, you're looking for the Valley of the Sun. In this video, we'll go over the pros and cons of retiring in Arizona, get a picture of the hospital scene, and highlight some of our favorite 55 and up communities. A 55 and up community isn't like a regular neighborhood, it's designed and built specifically with retirees in mind. So this usually means 1 to 2 bedroom housing, community resources are offered like clubhouses, and very often in Phoenix, close access to a golf course. 55 and up communities do come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, from freestanding houses to condos, apartments, and more. People move into 55 and up communities for a variety of reasons, but the 2 most popular reasons are to 1, live closer to family, and 2, get a higher quality of home. Another big factor is the community itself. With clubhouses, rec centers, and social events, living in one of these communities comes with built-in friends, and that's one of the biggest draws for people. A unique factor of Arizona's retirement scene is the popularity of snowbirding. Life in the valley is gorgeous, and the weather is just perfect from like October to April, but once you hit the summer, those 120-degree days in June and July, they're no joke. Many retirees will choose to live in Phoenix over the winter and move to a second home during the summer, either in northern Arizona or a colder state somewhere else. Snowbirding, it's the best of both worlds, but the downside of needing to own or rent 2 different properties isn't achievable for everybody. For as much as Arizona has to offer, it of course has its drawbacks like anywhere else you would live. I always like to hear the bad news first, and the biggest downside of retiring in Arizona right now is the current real estate market in 2022. While all property prices are on a consistent increase across the country, the cities surrounding Phoenix have been exploding as people from the West Coast are relocating to the valley after COVID in 2020. Steady population growth means higher demand in housing, higher demand means lower supply, and lower supply means increased prices. This graph of active listings from Fred shows how available properties have been fewer and fewer since 2019, with another dip in the process. Prices reflect this on a market level as well as what I've seen colloquially. For example, the median cost of a home in the US was $346K in 2021, but in Arizona, the median listing price was $470K. With all this being said, 2021 was a crazy year for real estate, with the median price rising 16.9%. That's the highest rise since 1999. Whether you're buying in Arizona or anywhere else, buying a home in 2022 is an endeavor, to say the least. With that being said, explosions in population mean explosions in construction. The valley has over 100 age-restricted communities, with more being built every day. Entire cities like Sun City and Sun Lakes are built with retirement in mind. Phoenix is already well known for its city planning, and retirement has its own seat at that table. Yeah, we already know that it's a dry heat, and a dry heat isn't as bad as our more humid states. I'm looking at the Midwest. But even with it being dry, almost every day in the summer is over 100 degrees from at least June to August. Arizona may be blessed with beautiful winters, but you trade your regular snowy winters for scorching summers. That being said, millions of people choose to live in Arizona regardless because most of the year it's paradise. And hot summers are still preferable to freezing winters. Arizona does not tax Social Security benefits, which is great for retirees. Middle-income families have an income tax rate of 3.34%, which is much better than any West Coast state. Possibly the best part, no, definitely the best part of living in Arizona is the landscape. If you've never visited this state, you probably think of it as a flat, boring desert. But being a desert isn't Arizona's downfall, it's its strength. Very few cities can boast having a large, well-protected wilderness so close to the city like Phoenix does, and Phoenix has multiple. The city spreads around giant mountains like the iconic Camelback, but also keeps important areas wild. If being close to nature is important to you, some of our featured 55 and up communities back up right next to premium hiking and recreation spots. The Valley is also home to several high-quality hospital systems, giving retirees the care that they need. Mayo Clinic was ranked as the #1 hospital in Arizona by the U.S. News and World Report last year, and it's been in the nation's top 20 for 5 years in running. Mayo Clinic has 2 locations in Arizona. This footage is of the Scottsdale location. The hospital has a bunch of accolades to its name, most notably being #1 in specialist treatment. This not-for-profit invests $500 million in research every year. The Valleywise Health System is composed of 16 different locations, servicing pretty much everything you could ask for. From routine dental to life-threatening emergencies, Valleywise is unique because it's a public health system. The organization is governed by a publicly elected board of directors, meaning that this entire health system is directly tied to the needs of the community that it serves. Pretty cool. Phoenix has several other hospitals and medical facilities as well, from big names like Banner Health to specialty practices such as MD Anderson Cancer Centers. Alright, I know this is the part of the video you all clicked for, so let's go over some of the best 55 and up communities and what they offer. First up, Sun City. Technically a census-designated place, Sun City and Sun City West are the biggest retirement cities around Phoenix. A lot of the ideas that are now associated with age-restricted communities, things like rec centers, community activity, this design idea was pioneered by Sun City when it was opened in 1960. This is one of the firsts. At the time, it was a radical idea, a master-planned retirement community built specifically for active adults. And it shows. Everything in Sun City is designed for retirees, from the giant roads to the numerous medical facilities. It's a little mind-boggling that Sun City even exists. There are no schools in the city. However, while it might be a household name for retirement in Arizona, it's not the only quality option. Sun City Anthem, located about as far away from Sun City as possible, offers the same master-planned amenities as Sun City in a smaller overall package. Sun City Anthem is more rural, located south of Chandler under the Santan Mountain Regional Park. If you like what Sun City has to offer and the work their parent company Del Webb does, but also want to live in a more recently built community, Sun City Anthem might be for you. The community is relatively rural now, but as the valley's population continues to grow, it won't be long before the suburban sprawl reaches the borders of this 55 and up community. But all the more reason to move in now, I say. Anthem offers everything you'd expect: a golf course, a community center, nearby hospitals, and grocery stores. Sun Lakes essentially splits the difference between Sun City and Sun City Anthem. It is also a census-designated place on the edge of the suburban sprawl a little bit south of Chandler. Sun Lakes is bigger than Anthem, but not as big as the original Sun City, dare I say the Goldilocks of census-designated places. Can you guys tell? I love the term census-designated place. The newest community on this list, Mirabella at ASU, it's one of the most unique communities I've ever heard of. Located right on the ASU campus, right across the street from Mill Avenue, Mirabella is all about the idea that education is for everybody. So if you're looking to retire, but maybe you want to go finish your degree or earn a second one, or maybe just live around young people because you think they have the right ideas, Mirabella is for you. It's such a unique and strange concept that definitely isn't for everyone, but it's also a community that is one of a kind for the people who do want it. Check out Mirabella at ASU, it's super interesting. Like Mirabella, Revel Scottsdale is also about giving retirees the freedom and opportunity to do something new. Revel puts an emphasis on wellness and friendship, offering numerous classes and social events in woodworking, yoga, gardening, almost anything you could ask for. Their advertising emphasizes a personal experience, which is apparent based on the different housing options alone. At Revel, you can live in an apartment or a condo or a freestanding home with multiple layouts available for each. Revel is located about 4 miles from the center of Scottsdale, putting this community right in the thick of it, yet still suburban enough for a nearby park and golf course. Revel offers the advantages of a 55 and up community integrated into a tourist favorite city. Pueblo Norte takes a more typical southwestern approach to retirement while still being located in lively Scottsdale. There are a lot more communities out here just like Pueblo Norte. Swimming pools and palm trees are synonymous with living in Phoenix. If you want a community with built-in housekeeping and restaurants, Pueblo Norte is a great option. This video covered several 55 and up communities in the Phoenix metropolitan area, but there are many more that I didn't mention. While Arizona's retirement scene is second only to Florida's, if you're looking for temperate, dry weather, Phoenix can't be beat. To learn more about the real estate scene in Phoenix and every city around it, check out our introductory video series. Stay tuned for our part 2 video where we go over more hospitals and communities all around the valley. And if you're ready to start looking at listings in Arizona, head to jparvantage.com. Thank you for watching this video. Peace.